Spray paint art is like science.
Spray paint is wild and out of control.
So many different techniques and tools that you can use.
It's almost like you're relearning how to draw.
It's invigorating as an artist to always have something new to learn. It keeps you captivated by it. I was programmed to do this. That's the only way my brain works. I cannot function in any other forms of society. It has to be art. My name's Erica. I'm a muralist, an artist. I'm also co-owner and co-founder of Chromatic Collective. I think my whole life I've been an artist since being a kid, making little books to give to my family members, things like that, always drawing. What got me into the arts? Geez, I was born into it. I've just been doing it basically my whole life. It was always my hobby. It was always something that I made sure I had time to do. I played sports and stuff and all that goodness, but art was always my favorite thing, period.
Without art, I would have a hard time just being happy in general. My name is Rafael Caro. I am a co-owner and co-founder of Chromatic Collective in the Broderpool neighborhood. So when I first started doing art, I was really into comics and cartoons. And so I was more into the illustrative, cartoony style, but that evolved as I started growing up. First time I picked up a spray can, we were skating a ditch. And my friend, this is junior high, and so my friend had a backpack full of spray paint that he took from his parents, and it was a rebellious act. I didn't know anything about graffiti. I didn't know what to do, so I was like, I just, on the fly, just picked the name of my favorite music group at the time, and so we go under the bridge, we're starting to paint. It was really hard to use, but there was some now to this day, I get this nostalgic feeling in the feeling of just the wildness of it. The mixture of the summer day and the fumes and all this it's kind of like a rebellious thing, and that's what really got me excited.
Can't really mess up. I would just keep doing that splash thing. Yeah. The bottom part? Like a straight line? Rewind. I met Raphael, I think it was actually 2010.
It was through mutual friends. We were at a skate park, and one of my friends said, hey, you should talk to so-and-so.
And she's like, hey, I have a friend that's really cute, first of all.
She's also a young parent like yourself.
And third of all, really, really loves art.
And so you guys would probably hit it off.
So a lot of our hangout times was literally just sitting at the round table and doodling together.
She took me to the Chicago Art Expo. She took me into Heron School of Art.
I called him my arm candy, basically. So if I had a show or an event to go to, I'd be like, hey, you're into this too. Do you want to come with me?
It was weird. It was almost like she was like a mentor, a really close friend. And then as time moved on, we got together romantically. And
You could just say we fell.
I know, man. We gotta mix it up again. We gotta redo this. We gotta do this.
Romantic.
All right, we gotta redo this. We gotta redo this. All right, come on. We both had that passion of growing as artists. Although she was a little more advanced at the time, we were still really passionate about pushing ourselves to be better artists.
You say advanced, but I don't think that's fair. Because I had traditional training and he did not. So when I was drawing with him, I saw freedom. all started back in 2019. I applied on a whim for this grant offered by the Indiana Arts Commission called the On-Ramp Creative Entrepreneur Seminar. And it really helped me out a lot because at that event, they gave you like $2,000 at the end. I'm sitting there like brainstorming some ideas and I'm like, I really want to like open an art store. Like that's something I've always talked about I want to do, but what I really want to do, like low key, what I really want to do is organize a graffiti jam in Broad Ripple. I organized like a small little jam here in Broad Ripple. We had 11 painters and we called it Chromatic, which is basically a spectrum of color. Chromatic. Collective.
Do you want to start?
Okay. So Chromatic started as a graffiti jam, and then when we had the opportunity to open a space, we're like workshopping what can we call it, and it just kept coming back to Chromatic. And so I was like, okay, let's do this. Let's put that name here now. This is Chromatic.
And it's like a great representation. I mean, chromatic spectrum of colors. I mean, it has such a vast meaning to it. And that's kind of what we do here, is that we're not just one thing. We're like so many different things, and it's constantly growing too.
I had this vision of creating a space that was open to the public. So I wanted to create an atmosphere that was familiar to people, and so I leaned into this bodega aesthetic. So when you come into our shop, we've got like a beverage cooler full of spray paint, we've got a butcher counter, like things that are like a normal person could walk in and be like, this is a familiar setting to me, I've definitely seen these things, and that kind of helps initiate the conversation. And also creating a space for artists to connect with other artists, you know, having the supplies that we carry.
Yeah, and everything we supply here, we're like know about. So all the tools that we have here in the shop is like stuff that we personally use. So if anybody's got any concerns or any questions, we're always there to talk about it. Or if like someone's coming in and they're curious about how to use certain tools, we'll do a little demo right there.
My hope is that people understand and respect graffiti as a medium for artists. It's more than just vandalism, and not all of it is vandalism.
Exactly.
So one of the things that we do here, like by selling spray paint and having the shows, is kind of showing people the legitimacy that comes with like using a spray can.
And it really wouldn't be possible without our whole crew. We built this place together, and so we've all been volunteering our time in building it, in just keep elevating the space.
It's a chromatic thing.
Oh my gosh, a real goal? Yeah, to keep this up, I really want to find like a warehouse space and like do something really big. I mean, we love it here and don't ever want to leave this place, but I want to like go to like the next level.
Bigger productions,
Yeah, exactly.
bigger installations, bigger works of art, just big, big.
Big.